Men predictably miss the point of She-Hulk making us wait for Daredevil. Why? So they stop watching before they ruin him? Is that it? Did I get it right, Rachel Leishman? Hello, everyone. I am Mecha. This is my old nemesis, the Mary Sue. They're one of those whamanisms. Those whamanism newspaper site things. Is that a cat on my feet?
Meow.
I thought it felt a little fuzzy fuzz. Is that who are you? Why are you here, mystery voice?
I'm Rob off camera. I'm here because Daredevil is my favorite character.
And he wants to hear me yell at Rachel Leishman. Oh yes, she's gonna say something insulting, isn't she?
Yes. Well, she is the complainer in chief.
No, I thought Princess Weeks was the one in chief. Oh no, Rachel Leishman is the editor in chief, isn't she? Yeah, this is the site where a bunch of rich white men pay a bunch of women to make fools of themselves online for money, for fun and profit. And I think they barely pay them too. I think this is mostly experience, from what I'm told. Daredevil is coming to Disney Plus's She-Hulk Attorney at Law when it's not busy being just Jen, the most horrifically bad, self-centered, narcissistic a-hole of a human being person.
I was right and Bruce was wrong. The idea of being a superhero is not appealing to me. That is for billionaires and narcissists.
Nobody likes Jen. Jen sucks. Everybody's unlikable and horrible to each other in this show. Have you noticed that?
Yes, it's like a Dilbert cartoon.
Only bad.
It's like a Dilbert. It's like an episode of Drew Carey.
It's Kathy.
Oh yeah.
It's Kathy. Next week she's gonna figure out why she can't fit into a bathing suit, because we already did the clothes don't fit her one, and maybe that's a good thing that he's going to be postponed long past the point any actual Marvel fans stop watching this, because I think we're to the point now where the only people left are the for review purposes people and the people like me who are kind of seeing this as so bad it's good right now. Last week we spent the whole episode at a therapy session where we realized that Jen is kind of undateable, isn't she?
She's still getting over all her high school drama. Not even kidding about that.
We predicted it too. We were like, oh, well, they're going to go back to high school for something. They're going to go back to a high school reunion or whatever. Because this show is so horribly poorly written that, you know, you kind of don't want them to ruin your favorite characters. And you're here mostly because, in all fairness, not just to hear me rail on Rachel Leishman, but because Daredevil's your favorite character.
I freaking want to see Daredevil.
Stop teasing it.
Daredevil's gonna show up in the last 5 minutes of the last episode.
Some fans are mad they have to wait longer. Are you mad you have to wait longer?
Yes!
Because we get side-bushed and ambushed and sidetracked with bad, annoying Jen and her dating woes.
You're a tease. That's what it is. It's a tease.
From the beginning, the series has made comments about how fans, in quotations, react to things in the MCU. Oh, really? Oh, really?
Oh, she's using it now.
Now they're using it. She-Hulk Attorney at Law tackles the toxic MCU haters. Haters. I'm a woman. Do I not count? Do I not count as, like, you know, if I wanted to see the worst of us, I would watch the Gilmore Girls or something.
Don't women hate Don't women hate She-Hulk too?
Yeah, I'm not enjoying this one. I'm not watching it for funsies. Okay, and there's no shame in calling it that, and it's not really being toxic when every character is a woman. Every character, and not only that, they're unlikable women too. You're giving women a bad name. Like, we deserve better as women than for the Mary Crapping Sue or something to say, no, her being an unlikable C word and completely undateable and saying how, you know, everything that she can do better than Bruce despite being completely infinitely worse. Like, they're doing a great job.
I'm better than you.
Yeah,
so I'm better than you. I'm better than you. Oh, I was right, Bruce is wrong. I was right, you were wrong. I'm the best at everything. I'm clearly nailing it at everything.
And of course, this is just Rachel Eichman antagonizing people. Okay, I love how when my favorite properties call out those who make it difficult to love them with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's been a rough go of it with the recently influx of characters that are not straight white men. Ew.
Mean like Black Panther?
Now, the Disney Plus series, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. Well, they're just putting all, they're just forgetting that the Eternals was the diversiest of the diversities, and that one flopped.
Incredibly diversity.
Guys, look at the moon. Diversity.
Yes, that's a real thing they call it. Oh, everybody calls it that. Even you are. So stop complaining. We gotcha. We gotcha with a meme.
Wow, you're making me call it the MCU. Wow.
And they've made it clear they're going to call out more toxic views present in the fandom of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Well, maybe stop calling everybody a bunch of istophobes.
How is it toxic that I'm saying, hey, you're making me wait too long to see Daredevil?
Yeah. It's not. Like, we got sidetracked with a wedding episode and a therapy episode where she gets stranded in the middle of the nowhere. And she waits. They make sure to show her wait 3 whole days to sleep with the guy who ends up, being the king troll.
Great judge of character.
So it's no surprise that the outrage over having to wait for Matt Murdock's Daredevil to show up is fitting right into that commentary the show is making and going over the head of some of the fans of the franchise. We get that you want to tease something and give a payoff later, but you need to give us something good until then. It's like, oh, here's something you actually want to see. Now here's a whole bunch of crap you don't.
Did not go to law school and rack up 6 figures in student loans to become a vigilante.
She spent 30 seconds being She-Hulk, and she spent even less time being a lawyer.
Why didn't you trademark your own pseudonym?
It's like
and she's not a good lawyer at that.
She's such a bad lawyer. She can't even foresee the fact that she might need to copyright and trademark her own nickname. In episode 5, we got a tease of Daredevil's new helmet when Jen was picking out her own clothes. And that, to some, meant that he would show up in episode 6. When that episode just Jen aired, it was a standalone episode of Jen going to her childhood friend's wedding and dealing with issues from high school. Many erupted online complaining about the show's baiting them into thinking that Matt was going to appear.
They did!
As if it was his show. Well, because every other time they've cheesed something, it's been in the next week's episode. And they're kind of sloppily tying together stuff that happened in earlier episodes with all these just going into depth of how horrible of a character Jennifer is. For crying out loud. She is one neurotic, crazy, the amount of time she almost crashes while she's checking her phone to see if the guy she banged texted her back. For crying out loud, I don't want to root for this person. I want to pity them. She bops her way into the retreat. And seriously, she's terrible.
Who bops anymore?
Who bops anymore? Nobody. One of the things that's been made abundantly clear with She-Hulk is that it's Jen's show. She's already said that much. And the series continues to remind us that it's hers and hers alone. So why does she need all the other lawyers to do her work for her? But Tish, why does she need all these other cameos like Wongers and Madison?
Wongers.
Because at the end of the day, that's all anybody's gonna remember. It's
Banner.
Madison with a Y, but not what you think.
And Bruce Banner.
And Wongers. So people being angry on the line this show is baiting them are completely missing the point. Yeah, waiting is good, actually. Says the girl who threw temper tantrums and never waited for anything for Christmas. She probably got to pick out her own crap and get it a month early. Daredevil was briefly in a trailer for the series, and we've had hints that our favorite superhero lawyer would show up. Because it does that say something about how bad she is as a lawyer, that people are like, you know what, let's have the other lawyer in the MCU come into play, because we don't like this one.
Well, it says to me that, you know what, she's not a strong enough character to hold a show on her own. Not this version of the character.
I think she'd be okay as a side character. You can have a couple of little neuroses, but as long as she just kind of shows up and...
She's just uninteresting.
She's uninteresting and unlikable, what we do see of her.
Get it through your head, Rachel Leichman.
They didn't force Daredevil down our throats. or go out of their way to make it seem like he was a bigger part of the series than he is. In fact, actually they did. They teased him in the intros and the commercials months and months and months ago. We saw clips of it.
Life would be so... You're in a unique position to do some real good. This guy's really kind of doing it for me.
The fact that Wongers and Madison were a bigger deal than Jen was. Like, they stole that episode.
They got more screen time, I think.
They got more screen time, and they were more interesting. And yet, TikTok... I want to see that just out of spite now, just to spite this show. We need a Wongers and Madison spinoff. And yet, TikTok and Twitter exploded with what I could only describe as crybabies yelling because they didn't see their Matt.
Pissed.
Why? Why are you so mad? You probably want to sleep with him. You probably have a top 10 reasons why I'm thirsty for Daredevil.
You know why she's angry about that? Is because
other people like him.
Yes, other people like him, and because he's stealing the spotlight from a strong whammon character.
She's not a strong whammon character. She's a screw up.
Yeah, she is.
Now, I love Daredevil very much.
No, you don't.
And I also went to him.
No, you
but
don't.
if you're watching this series in order to see him, and only because of that, then you're part of the problem.
No, I'm not.
And then you're making up something just to be argumentative. Nobody's watching it just for Matt Murdock.
You don't have to love Jen or the show. Good, I don't.
You don't have to love Jen or the show.
I don't.
Man, babies. But this is a trend I've noticed. That if you're watching it just for Matt Murdock, then I'm making it up in my head just to have something to be mad at you about. Even though it's a genuine and valid criticism that we are being baited and switched it all over the place. And the show makes obvious or problematic, and one of those things is their reaction to waiting for Daredevil.
You're baiting. It's what you're teasing. Something that hasn't.
The show didn't bait us, Rob.
Yes, it did.
But how can you believe my gaslighting when you won't just shut up and accept it?
No. Nobody said he was going to be the second lead, but you have so far failed to deliver his appearance.
It didn't tell us that he was going to be the second lead. No, but it showed him in the trailers, though.
It showed him in the trailers, and it kept showing him.
What it did do is tell us he was coming back and then making a commentary on how sometimes something unexpected happens. And then you have to wait. And it was glorious to see the reaction to that and whiny men saying it's the show's fault.
Oh, shove it up your rear end, lady.
And instead, they're for thinking that they knew it was coming next. Matt Murdock will show up. You're thinking that he should have shown up in an episode and been mistaken. It's not the show's problem. It's yours.
No, it's the show's problem because you teased it more than once. You released trailers and you made people think that he was going to show up a lot sooner than he did, and he has not. So I want you to take this article, Rachel Leishman, and as somebody from Texas once said, shut up your rear end with a red hot poker.
She's awful. She just makes up art. This is mental illness right here. This is insanity. She's just making up stuff to be angry
no, you know
at.
what this is? No, you know what this
Nobody
is?
said he was going to be the second lead. He's clearly in the trailers.
This is desperation.
Right there. They have a picture of him. From the trailer.
From the trailer. From the trailer.
He's not supposed to be in it. He's barely in it.
But why are you putting in it? Why are you putting him in the trailer? You put him in 2 trailers. You put him in 3 trailers.
Right.
One where he's actually delivering dialogue.
So I don't know.
Why are you doing that if you're saying he's not going to show up? All the way up with a red hot poker, Rachel Leishman. Can I say that?
Yeah, you're just a man baby.
All the way up with a red hot poker. You know where to stick that.
All the way up with a red hot poker.
I'm Mecha.
And I'm off camera.
You can yell on this one. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.
I was right and Bruce was wrong.
All the way up with a red hot poker.